A woman linked to your ex just made a shocking confession behind your back. She is terrified. My beloved child, my chosen one, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal will not allow your spirit to sit still. A voice has broken out in the unseen, a trembling voice of a woman who thought her secret would never see daylight. She is linked to your past, connected to the shadow of the one you once called yours, and now her soul shakes because the truth has escaped her lips. She is terrified, my child, terrified of the consequence of her own actions. What she whispered in the silence has reached the heavens, and what she thought would remain buried has come rising like a storm that cannot be silenced. My beloved soul, you need to know this. The confession she made carries your name, your destiny, your very path. She confessed out of fear, not love, and her trembling words have exposed the very thing that was hidden from you for so long. Stay with me, do not let your eyes wander, because every breath of this moment is dripping with revelation. The angels are holding open the curtain of time so you can finally see what was concealed. That woman is afraid because the secret she carried was not hers to carry. She was a messenger of betrayal, and now the weight of her guilt has made her knees weak. My beloved one, heaven has chosen this exact second to pull you into the truth. You are not abandoned, you are not forgotten. Instead, you are the reason light is shining into this dark corner. Listen closely, my chosen soul. Her confession reveals more than betrayal. It reveals how much heaven has been protecting you without you even realizing it. What she tried to cover has already been recorded above. That is why her spirit trembles. That is why her words spill like water she can no longer hold back. She is terrified because she knows the shield around you is unbreakable, and she can no longer run from the divine justice that has been set in motion. So stay until the very end, because what is being revealed right now is not just about her, it is about you, your story, your rising. My beloved child, you are stepping into a moment where heaven is rewriting your chapter with glory. What was whispered behind your back is becoming the testimony of your vindication. What was hidden in fear is becoming the platform of your strength. My beloved child, do not move away from these words, for what is unfolding right now is not ordinary, it is divine exposure wrapped in your favor. That woman linked to your ex thought her silence would protect her, but silence has a way of turning into a scream in the spirit realm. Her confession was not planned, it burst out of her because her soul could no longer hold the weight. And my chosen one, every trembling syllable she released was a chain breaking off your life. She admitted what she never wanted you to know. She revealed what she swore would remain hidden forever. Her fear is not of people, her fear is of heaven, because she knows angels are circling her truth and pressing it into the open. My beloved soul, the reason she trembles is because she finally realized, you are not just any person, you are chosen, marked, sealed, and everything spoken against you is now falling apart. Stay with me, stay fully, do not even think of skipping this moment, because her confession is becoming your elevation. While she spoke with trembling lips, the heavens rejoiced, for the truth that was buried has finally come into your hands. And you, my child, are about to see how every betrayal will be turned into a stepping stone. My chosen one, the angels are whispering this: do not fear the words spoken against you, for they have no power anymore. What once hurt you is now powerless, what once deceived you is now exposed, and the one who tried to cover the truth is now terrified of the light she cannot stop. This is not the end, it is the beginning. A new chapter is opening, one where you will rise higher than the lies, where your name will no longer be dragged in the shadows but lifted in the light. Heaven says, you are vindicated, you are restored, you are unshaken. So remain seated in this moment, my beloved child, for part by part, layer by layer, heaven is peeling back every hidden curtain until you see your life clearly again. What she confessed was the doorway for your blessing to enter. What she whispered in fear has become the trumpet of your freedom. My beloved child, lean closer, for what heaven is showing now goes deeper than words. This is the unraveling of a story that was never told to you. That woman's confession was not just a slip of the tongue, it was a divine push from above. She had carried this weight for so long that her own spirit began to shake under it, until finally, her fear overcame her pride. And in that trembling, she let slip the truth that changes everything for you. My chosen one, the heavens are saying, do not mourn what you lost in your past, for what was lost was never meant to remain. What was hidden was never meant to prosper. What was spoken in shadows was never stronger than the light that walks with you. The very moment she admitted her role, a shift began. The chains that tied your name to betrayal began to snap. The clouds that surrounded your life began to clear. The same lips that once stayed silent have now become the key to your release. She is terrified because her heart knows, she touched what belonged to the chosen, and heaven does not remain silent about the chosen. Her words are proof that you were never defeated, only delayed, and even delay is being erased now. My beloved soul, your journey was never abandoned. The angels watched every tear, every night you questioned yourself, every day you felt less than enough, and today the record is set straight. Do not move from here, stay with me, for the story is not finished. That confession has now traveled beyond her, it has been carried into the courts of heaven. And in those courts, the judge of all has declared, enough. My child will no longer be mocked by shadows. My child will no longer be confused by lies. My child's destiny is clear, and no trembling confession can erase what is written in fire. My beloved child, take heart. What was once against you is now working for you. What was once whispered in secrecy is now shouted in the heavens as your vindication. You will rise from this, stronger than ever, brighter than ever, and untouched by the fear that grips her soul. My beloved child, stay still and let these words enter the deepest part of your spirit, for the confession that left her trembling is not just a story, it is a revelation. She spoke of things she thought no one would ever uncover, and yet heaven has placed it directly in your path so you may finally see the hidden threads that tried to tangle your destiny. This woman, tied to the shadow of your ex, carried knowledge of conversations, decisions, and actions that were quietly designed to keep you small. But her fear has broken her silence, and her silence once broken has become your greatest weapon. My chosen one, imagine her heart in that moment, beating wildly, unable to hide, unable to contain the truth. She knew that what she had been part of was never righteous, never pure, and the weight of that darkness became unbearable. Out of terror, not courage, she confessed, and in that confession, the heavens rejoiced because truth is always stronger than deception. My beloved soul, listen carefully. Her trembling words were not just about betrayal, they were about you, your value, your destiny, your greatness that she could no longer deny. Stay. Do not let your eyes turn away, for every second this truth is pouring out like golden oil over your life. The angels have taken her words and turned them into evidence in your favor. Every scheme connected to your past is now undone. Every hidden hand is now revealed. What she confessed has already been written in the book of your vindication, and heaven is declaring, "My child's time has come." She is terrified because she realizes that the very one she thought she could diminish is the one heaven has elevated. She sees now that the love you carried, the purity in your heart, the trust you gave, was never wasted. It was recorded, it was remembered, it was honored. And that is why the blessings that are rushing toward you cannot be stopped. My beloved child, her confession did not weaken you, it crowned you. Her trembling did not shake your future, it shook hers. So hear me now. Remain in this moment until the very last word, for her secret is no longer her weapon, it has become your testimony. What was said behind your back has become the stage on which heaven will show your victory. What she thought was her advantage has become her downfall, and what you thought was your pain has become your elevation. My beloved child, let your heart stay open, for now comes the part where heaven begins to show you the transformation that her confession unlocked. You may not have seen it yet with your natural eyes, but in the spirit, the shift has already begun. The moment she let those trembling words escape, the atmosphere around your life was rearranged. Doors that had been locked against you began to creak open. Blessings that had been held back began to flow like a river that can no longer be dammed. My chosen one, you must understand, her confession was not just an exposure of darkness, it was the signal of your release. That woman, tied to your ex, carried secrets that were meant to shackle you, but the very act of revealing them has broken the chains instead. She thought by confessing she would protect herself, but what she did without realizing is set you free. Heaven has turned her fear into your freedom, her shaking into your rising, her whisper into your roar. My beloved soul, what once looked like loss is now the platform of your gain. The very ashes of betrayal are turning into the crown of your honor. Stay with me, my child, for the angels are already moving. They are rearranging people, places, and opportunities on your behalf. What she confessed has caused the heavens to speed up what was delayed. You will notice sudden changes, conversations opening in your favor, people who once ignored you reaching for you, doors of financial and emotional stability swinging wide. My beloved one, her fear was proof that heaven had already intervened. She knew she could no longer hide the truth, because the light of God had already pierced her shadow. Do not let doubt touch your mind now. This is the moment where heaven says, "The delay is over, my child. What you thought was stolen is returning multiplied. What you thought was gone is coming back brighter. What was buried under lies is rising in truth." This is not just a turning point, it is a lifting point. You are stepping into the version of yourself that betrayal could not break. You are rising into the destiny that no confession can limit. And my beloved soul, remember this: the fear in her eyes is the confirmation in your spirit. She is terrified not because of what she lost, but because of what you are about to gain. She knows the moment her words left her lips, your season shifted forever. Heaven has made her a witness to your rising. My beloved child, let your spirit listen carefully, for this is the hour when angels themselves are moving with fire on your behalf. The moment her trembling confession escaped her lips, the heavens gave a command: release every chain. Tear down every veil. Expose every hidden hand against my chosen one. And so it began. Angelic forces, swift as lightning, entered the very places where your name was spoken in whispers. They overturned tables, they uncovered documents in the spirit, they scattered shadows that thought they would remain unseen forever. My chosen one, do you feel it? The sudden clarity, the lightness entering your heart, the strange sense that something heavy has lifted? That is no accident. It is the proof that angels have entered your situation. What was once blurred is becoming clear, what was once delayed is being pushed forward, what was once stolen is returning multiplied. The heavens are not silent about you, my beloved soul. They are roaring your name with victory. Stay here, hold on, for this is not ordinary. That woman's confession was the key, but the angels are the messengers carrying the justice. They are standing at the thresholds of your life, preventing any darkness from entering again. They are circling your home, guarding your spirit, and unlocking doors that no human hand could ever open. My beloved child, heaven says, what was hidden is no longer hidden. What was bound is no longer bound. My child's story has entered the season of divine reversal. The woman is terrified because she knows she cannot undo what she confessed. Her words have become eternal evidence. She has seen in her spirit what is happening for you, that angels are moving, that your destiny is rising, that no tie to the past can hold you anymore. And her fear is the confirmation that you are untouchable, unstoppable, unshaken. My chosen one, see this with your heart, angels placing treasures in your hands that were once withheld, angels writing your name on blessings that had been rerouted, angels guiding you into spaces where honor replaces humiliation, where abundance replaces emptiness, where truth replaces lies. This is the divine exchange unfolding because of her confession. My beloved soul, rejoice even as you listen. The very shadow that tried to silence you has become the platform where heaven announces you. The angels have taken her trembling words and turned them into your trumpet of freedom. This is why I tell you, stay until the last breath of this message, because what you are hearing is not just story, it is prophecy. And prophecy is birthing your reality right now. My beloved child, remain here with me, for now the heavens are pulling you into the vision of what comes next. The angels that rushed into your life after her confession are not only clearing the shadows, they are preparing the stage of your future. They are setting in order what men tried to disorder, they are lifting what was cast down, they are arranging what was scattered, and they are inscribing your name where your feet are about to stand. My chosen one, listen to the rhythm of heaven, it beats with the sound of your restoration. The angels have begun placing markers in the timeline of your destiny, moments where honor will replace humiliation, where truth will echo louder than gossip, where blessing will stand taller than betrayal. The very places where you once felt overlooked will become the stages where you are celebrated. My beloved soul, this is not imagination, it is divine orchestration. Stay close, do not move away, for the Spirit says, what the enemy tried to bury in secrecy, I am about to shout in triumph. What was twisted to look against you, I will turn in your favor. My child will not only rise, they will shine. And so the angels are weaving connections you never expected, placing your name in the mouths of those who have the power to lift you higher, aligning opportunities with your purpose. Every delay is turning into acceleration, every shadow is giving way to a spotlight. The woman who confessed is terrified because she sees it already, you're rising. She knows that her trembling words unlocked a season she cannot touch, a blessing she cannot sabotage, a glory she cannot dim. Her fear is proof that your story has shifted. She cannot stop what heaven has begun, and the more she trembles, the more you can know that angels are at work. My beloved child, imagine this, angels unrolling scrolls with your name written in light, scrolls filled with opportunities, relationships, blessings, and breakthroughs waiting for you. They are announcing in the Spirit, prepare, prepare, the chosen one is coming. And every place that once felt closed is now opening like a gate in the morning sun. My beloved soul, the future is not waiting for you to stumble into it, it is being prepared like a royal banquet where your seat is already reserved. So do not let your eyes wander, stay to the end, because each word spoken now is a brick laid in the path of your destiny. The angels are setting the stage, the heavens are lifting the curtain, and the world will soon witness what God always knew about you, that no betrayal, no confession, no trembling voice could ever stop what has been written in fire over your life. My beloved child, lean in even closer now, for heaven is not only speaking about your present, it is declaring your legacy. What happened with her confession was not just about today, not just about the moments of betrayal that wounded your heart, but about the generations connected to your name. The angels that stepped into motion when her lips trembled are not only restoring you, they are planting seeds that will grow into trees of blessing for those who will come after you. My chosen one, understand this. Betrayal ends with you, but blessing begins with you. The chains that tried to pass through generations are broken at your feet, and from this day, a river of new life flows through your lineage. That woman connected to your ex is terrified because she knows she has not just exposed her own shame, she has become the unwilling witness of your rise into a name that will echo for years. She knows her trembling confession has made you untouchable, and the heavens are engraving your story into eternity. Stay, stay and do not scroll away, for your ears must hear every word. The angels are building an inheritance around your name, one that cannot be stolen, one that cannot be silenced. Where others tried to rob you, heaven will multiply you. Where others tried to cover you, heaven will display you. My beloved soul, even your children's children will walk on the pathways that are being opened right now because you chose to remain faithful when shadows tried to blind you. The Spirit says, my child, what once was shame shall now be honor. What once was secret shall now be testimony. What once was pain shall now be strength. You will be remembered not for what you lost, but for what you overcame. You will be known not for the betrayal tied to your name, but for the legacy of light that shines because you refuse to give up. And my beloved child, the angels are already announcing it. Your life will not just inspire, it will heal. Others will find their strength by watching you rise. Your story will become the evidence that heaven always vindicates, that no confession made in fear can ever stop the chosen one from walking in glory. So hold steady, my beloved soul, for her trembling was the spark, but your rising is the flame. And this flame will never go out, it will burn through your generations, it will light up your name, it will be a beacon for those still lost in their shadows. Heaven has declared it, and the earth will witness it. My beloved child, stay with me, for now the heavens are lifting the veil over your crown moment. You have waited through nights of silence, endured storms of misunderstanding, carried weights that were not yours to bear, and now the turning point has come. The very confession that left her trembling has pushed open the gates of your coronation. This is the moment where the shadows that tried to cover your name will be forced to bow, and the light that was always yours will blaze for all to see. My chosen one, hear this with your spirit, the crown is not made of gold alone, it is forged from every tear you cried, every prayer you whispered, every wound you survived. And now the heavens are placing it upon your head. This crown is the sign that betrayal could not break you, that secrecy could not silence you, that fear could not bind you. My beloved soul, what she confessed in terror has become the trumpet that announces your honor. Stay, stay fully, for the angels are already preparing the stage. They are setting the lights, gathering the witnesses, and arranging the moments where you will walk with dignity before those who once doubted you. The very ones who turned their backs will see your face shining. The very ones who laughed behind you will watch heaven's hand lift you up. My beloved child, this is your crown moment, where heaven publicly restores what the enemy tried to privately steal. Do not fear the trembling of others, for their shaking is only confirmation of your rising. Do not worry about who confessed or why, they were simply instruments used by heaven to release your story into the light. Their fear cannot stop your honor, their words cannot undo your elevation. You, my beloved soul, are standing in the season where your name will no longer be whispered in shadows but proclaimed in the open. And listen, heaven says, the stage is ready. The crown is set. My child will walk in victory, and nothing will snatch it away. The angels are holding your robe of honor, they are guiding you into the spotlight of destiny, and the Father himself is declaring, "This is my beloved child, and in them I am well pleased." So rejoice, my chosen one. The trembling of a woman has become the trembling of the earth as it witnesses your rising. What once was hidden is now revealed, what once was stolen is now restored, and your crown moment has arrived.